If I should have a son, he won't call me mother. He'll call me Starry Night. Because that way, he'll remember, even when the world swirls like Van Gogh's brush, that beauty can live inside the storm. I'll tell him, baby, when you forget who you are, look for the light that moves, not the one that stands still. Stillness is easy. Wonder takes courage. When he asks what his name means, I'll tell him, Sky, you are named after everything that refuses to be contained. I gave you a name that could hold a storm and still know how to rest in blue. I'll paint tiny swirls on his palms, so when he opens his hands to reach for the world, he remembers, even in the mess, there's movement. Even in the dark, there's art. I'll tell him about Frida, how she stitched her painting to color, about Dali, where dreams stretch like elastic, Picasso, who saw truth in broken shapes, Miró, whose stars danced across empty space, and El Bosco, who dared to paint the impossible. And I'll show him the creation of Adán, where two hands stretch across the canvas, almost touching, and I'll whisper, this is how Mama will always reach for you. Art is proof, my Sky, proof that life is alive, even when it hurts. But Sky, this life will not always bow for you. You may walk through doors that open a little easier for you than for others. And I'll love that ease for you, but I'll never let you walk blind. Notice who still stands outside. Hold the door like it's sacred work. Kindness isn't a hobby, it's a responsibility. The moment you realize you have the power to choose it, you inherit it. And when the world hits you hard, and it will, my dear boy, remember you can survive everything, even death. I can guarantee you this because I did exactly that. 3 times. Every time I came back, I carried proof in my bones that endings are just new ways of breathing. One day, you'll learn that no one is coming to save you. And that's not tragedy. That's invitation. Because the world will tell you that strength means standing tall. But I will tell you, sometimes strength looks like falling, not gracefully, gasping, clumsy, terrified, and getting up anyway. Even if your knees still remember the ground. Because Mommy has the words, fighters don't stay down, tattooed on her knees for a reason. So every time I rise, I know exactly what it cost. And after you fall, after the ground has taken a piece of you, I'll be there, Sky. Not to fix you, not to make it disappear, but to remind you that safety exists, that home exists, that love, steady, patient, endless, can be a quiet harbor, even in the storm. And your mama, she'll be there too, softly, fiercely, reminding you that love is not just a shield. It's the courage to keep reaching, even when the world is heavy. And Sky, I know you'll follow the smoke. You'll run towards burning houses. Not to prove anything, but because your heart is wired to see and fix the hurt, and your hands want to hold it in every single way. You'll try to fix the unfixable, save the broken, or change the ones who started the fire. And I will not stop you. I'll watch quietly because I was standing there once, and I know this is who you are. But I'll make sure the world is soft somewhere too. I'll leave chocolate within reach, a stuffed animal by the door, a coat folded on the chair. Little things that remind you, even when the world burns, you're still safe enough to stand tall. When you go out into the world, I want you to stay amazed. Look for the ways the universe tries to make you happy. The song that finds you when you need it, the stranger who smiles at you without reason, the sunlight that insists on shining on the ocean. Notice those things. They are proof that you're still being loved by something vast. Ask questions about everything, even the things you think you already know, especially those. Because every answer is just a door with another question behind it. And be gentle, my love, be understanding. The people who speak the loudest are usually the ones trying hardest not to fall apart. Meet them softly. And if you ever forget how, just look up. Funnily enough, the sky will remind you of who you are. There will be days when the world feels too heavy to hold, when even the sky in your name forgets how to be bright. Days when you'll reach out to catch something good and end up with only bruises. When you'll try to fly and the very people you love are the ones standing on your cape. But even then, remember what mommy always says. You can survive everything, honey, even death. And after that survival comes wonder. So when your boots fill with disappointment, lift your head anyway. The universe will still be out there, sending you small miracles in strange disguises. Say thank you, even when your voice shakes and the floors tremble, because there's nothing more beautiful than the way life refuses to give up on itself, the way the ocean keeps kissing the shore, no matter how many times it's sent away. And when the world starts to whisper, it's out in your ear, remember who your mommy was. Because mommy was thankful for mornings, for second chances, for the way sunlight still found her face after every storm. And mommy listened carefully and softly, as if every storm deserved a safe place to land. Mommy loved, and boy did she love. She loved the world in all of its wild mess. She loved herself in all her battle scars. And she loved everyone who dared to love her back. And you, my sky, you're capable of anything. Your very name holds wholeness. There's nothing more capable than the sky. You are complete. You are valuable. You are smart. And boy, do you wonder. And that wonder is what will keep you human. So when the world tries to hand you cynicism or fear or the idea that softness is weakness, you tell them they really ought to meet your mommy.